Hello everyone and welcome back for another flight. Today once again we're going to be flying the Learjet, the GLJ Extreme Prototypes GLJ 25 V3, the newest version of their amazing Learjet. And we're going to be picking up from where we left last time. We arrived here at Prague, and so today we're going to be leaving here and we're going to be going southeast I should say. We're going to be going to Croatia, to Dubrovnik airport, which is quite an amazing scenery too, which actually is on sale right now at ORBX. Recommended. Amazing airport, amazing approach too. So yeah, I already this time I already got everything ready, so we don't have to waste too much time, especially the flight plan, because it's an older database, navigation database. I sometimes have issues with flight plans that are active right now. So instead of trying to figure out the ways to circumvent the issues if we have with waypoints or airways and whatnot, I always try to do for this particular kind of flying using the Garmin GPSs. I think it's better idea for me to make sure that the flight plan, the real flight plan, is gonna work, or else I have to make some adjustments, like I said, and I don't want to waste time on the stream doing this, or on the video if you're not watching live. So anyways, we got it loaded, we got it ready to go, the GPS. So let's jump inside and get our pre-flight, our preparation going real quick, and get out of here. Should be a nice one. Once again, we are online on VATSIM, and hopefully we'll get some ATC, since it's not a bad time for being flying. Another new version of SimToolkitPro, right now at 0.6.6. So let's see if everything works as planned. I haven't used this version. I just updated while I was actually preparing this flight. So yeah, let's see how it works. Still no map, no live map available. Dan still working on it, so I just checked here. Just wanted to make sure that there's no live map yet available. But yeah, it should be nice. I already filed the flight plan. Just wanted to make sure, so we don't depend on any external anything external anymore. Everything is here in the simulator. I already filled up the plane is ready to go. That's the only thing that I did. It's not interesting anyways. You're not using GSX for that, so it's just a matter of going in the menu and adding the amount of fuel. Let me get my iPad here. Just 1 second. My knee board too, and attach. We have 4.7 on the fuel here, so block is 4.7. This trip is 600 miles long, 604, and like I said, it should take us actually I don't remember if I mentioned or not, but it should take us an hour and a half roughly. So a very quick flight, not too much. We shouldn't have too many problems here. Okay, so as usual, from left to right. That's only one thing that I want to do is arm this. From left to right, and just make sure that all the electric is set, because I was just programming the GPS, so I try to keep it at a minimum. And but yeah, just one thing here real quick. Okay, so let's go from left to right. So we have our radials on 22.8 right away. Just want to move real quick here. Okay, so we're gonna want passenger oxygen to normal. Of course, we're gonna be using, we're gonna be pressurizing the cabin. Leave this on for now. Just want to make sure that this is locked. Yes, it is. Beautiful. Okay, and like we did last time, it might not be it's not realistic, but we're gonna do a flow from left to right, left, mid, center, pedestal, and right, and we're gonna set all the bugs and everything right away, so we don't have to keep going back and forth with the camera. I don't think it's very pleasant either if we do that. So we're gonna get from left to right, setting bugs and everything right away. We might change a little bit once we fine-tune all the numbers, but that's the idea. So we know the V1 is 124, VR is 132. So we're gonna set right away. By the way, flight level will be 350 for this flight. There's something interesting. I thought it was just me, but the speed bug disappeared. That's very strange. Anyways. So 124, 132. Sorry, I was looking at my numbers and didn't realize I was going the other way. So yeah, roughly 125 here, and 132. So we're gonna set somewhere around there. Nobody's that precise, anyways. We're gonna set for now. We're gonna set both to VOR. Everything here looks good. We have an VHF1 activated. We're gonna be departing runway 24. Here at Prague. The winds are quite strong. I was going to use runway 30 because it's right beside us here, but we're gonna get a lot of crosswind. So let's just taxi all the way up to runway 24. Will be a little bit better. So for runway 24, 241 will be the heading. Oh, we have nav already. Beautiful. So somewhere around there. Okay, 241 is the heading. As usual, we're gonna start with 45, just to try to keep the speeds down a little bit. For our departure, just checking here, we have a climb gradient, 5%, up to 3,200 due to noise abatement. We won't have any trouble doing that. That's easy for us, just as a reference. At 250 knots, 5% gradient will be 1,266 feet per minute. Yeah, we're gonna be we're gonna be 3 times at least that. And there's no 5,000 feet is transition altitude, and there's no minimums for initial. Oh yeah, there's an initial climb clearance of 5,000. Oh, beautiful. That's exactly what we want. Sorry. And QNH right now is staying 14. There we go. For the radio altimeter, the elevation here, looking at my app, my weather app, the elevation here is 1247. So we're gonna set 23 for the radio altimeter. Should be here. Yeah, 23. There you go. We're gonna test our terrain. We don't have to test this right now, because once we do our panel test here, it's gonna turn it on automatically, so we don't have to worry. We just want to see here the amber light going. Yeah, everything looks good. There's something, I don't know, there's something that I'm not, doesn't look right. I don't know what it is. Anyways, we have our lights here. Everything is looking good. Just a quick glance on the lights. This is the zoom that we want for once we fly. All the gauges, everything looks good for now. We can go, like I said, we'll go, we go test panel first. Let me just check that the most important thing is to make sure that this is activated so we can properly test. And I just want to make sure that this we reset and everything is good here. We inspection, everything looks good. Because then we move to the co-pilot and start the engine from there. Let's try this time to not forget to move back to this side. Okay, let's do our tests. Seatbelt. Yeah, everything looks good. Let's close right away. Let's close the exit. Do our fire test. Okay, everything's looking good there. There we go. This is our autopilot and flight director lights and warning lights. Yeah, this looks good. Our cabin altitude warning, in case we forget we're above the differential on the cabin altitude. Let's test our stall. Left side first. Left stall. Angle of attack. Perfect. And right. Okay. And buffeting on the yoke, which we don't get it, of course, but in real life you would. And our anti-skid outboard, inboard. And now, because of our stall test, we have the autopilot going engaging, so we need to turn it off, which is actually also works as a test. Is good that works as a test, and we don't have to actually test the autopilot. Okay, moving on here, let's set our pressurization. We're going to be flying 35, so you want to set 35. This should be close enough. We'll check once we actually start everything. We're going to keep this on nav1 DME with minutes. Everything else looks good. Yeah, have everything set. Yeah, I'm good at that. So, like I said, it's just I should have set up the radio navigation too, because to me it's easier to be on the left side. But we'll do it from here. So according to our flight plan, we don't have absolutely no radio navigation that is going to be used. So what we want to keep set up right now, especially now, is the ILS in case we have to come back. So, oh, sorry. See, run on the other side. So 109.1. We could have actually transferred. So that's Papa Romeo ILS. We're gonna have 111.15 that we're gonna need too in case of a problem here. The the RNAV, the seed is an RNAV seed, and we have Prague VOR2. So it's an RNAV seed. So we won't have to worry too much about anything. Is that a nav1? Yes. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. The most important one is the ILS. If something goes wrong, we don't want to have, right? So I just want to identify the ILS. Yeah, that's good. ADF, we're gonna set on number 2. Oh, sorry. 327, which is Libok NDB. Let's see if we can get an ident on this here. I don't think we will, but yeah, we won't. But it's set anyways. Like, this is all for emergency. We won't, in theory, we won't be using none of this. So that's it. We're good. And we have 22.8. And as far as I'm concerned, none of this ATC that's showing up here is pertinent right now for this phase of our flight. And there's a new version of SimToolkitPro, but we're not updating now. We'll use it we'll be using it next time. Just wanna go to Discord here real quick and see what's new. I'm actually surprised. Oh, it's not even showing here yet. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna keep going with this one, as long as it doesn't matter. Even if it doesn't work properly, it is what it is. Okay, let's start our engines here and let's get going. Just making sure here parking brake is on, everything's locked, everything's properly set up for our start. So let's start. Fuel I checked before after I refilled the plane, but we can check now. Basically, we want to make sure that all the tanks have the same amount, the right and left. That's how I have it, and of course that's what you want to have. You want to balance the plane, and the total makes sense, which is 5.7, 4.7 correction for our block. Okay, let's start. So beacon on, just to alert, and we are connected. Everything looks good. Let's go. Wait for between 10 and 20%. There you go. And a 20% should engage, and there we go. And the counter is moving, which is good. Everything else looks good. We're getting hydraulic pressure now. The electrical is good. Yeah, that worked well. We stayed on one side, and now we are ready to go here. We're still connected to the GPU, that's why we don't connect the generator. So let's wait for this. That's why we still have the warning on the left and right generator. Okay, we're good. Started. And this two off. Yeah, everything looks good. This off. And now we can disconnect. Everything it's idling fine. Everything looks good. Gauges, everything, hydraulic pressure, most important, and especially EGT and our RPM. So everything looks good. We can turn it off and disconnect, and then we're gonna engage our own generators here. So you can see everything looks good. Yeah. So if you have only one, that's what happens here. We turn the generator on the left first, so he caught all the load of the plane in one generator. So we could see the A meter here. So as soon as we connected the right generator, they split the charge and the load, I should say, and so that's why we saw a decrease on the reading, increase on the right side because we activated, and decrease on the left side because he was splitting the charge, the load. Sorry. Okay, we're good. Already burned 15 pounds of fuel. Everything looks good. We're ready to roll. As far as I remember, we are kind of a GA. We're deep in the territory here. So let me figure out here how we're gonna get out of here. We are out South Apron, I'm pretty sure, by the Bell helicopter apron. Yes, because I remember taxiing over a helipad number 2, which is legal. It's not illegal. It's just okay. So what we can do here is, which one is this guy here? This is Romeo. Okay. Okay, Romeo and Romeo. Okay, so we're gonna go down here, Romeo, turn right at Lima, right there, at the end there, just before the runway. We're gonna turn right on Lima and go all the way Lima, go around the terminal. So we're gonna be going that way. Unfortunately, we can't see it from the cabin, from the cockpit. We're gonna go Lima. I wonder how they do this in real life. Well, they're probably gonna make us use runway 3012, but let me check something here real quick. I don't want to waste too much time because this burns fuel like crazy. Okay, from Lima we can go Golf Alpha. Okay, got it. Golf Alpha. Prague traffic. Good afternoon, Learjet 25 Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa. Right now at South Apron, on the GA apron here. We're gonna be taxiing to holding point Alpha runway 24. We're gonna be using Romeo, right on Lima, then right on Golf, right on Alpha. Any traffic, please advise Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa, Prague. Yeah, so like I said, it's quite a drive, but we're gonna make it. Okay, parking brake is off. Let's test the brakes. Anything above 5 knots is good. Okay, brakes are good. Steering lock goes on. And we'll wait a little bit until we activate, especially heat, pitot heat and stuff, since we're still on the ground here. And it's gonna be a long taxi. Okay, it's awesome to have the 750 here with the map. So turn right, ball went to the left. So looks good. Everything looks good. The HSI is working. Everything is working, and our RMI is working. That's what we want to see. We already checked the brakes. Everything looks good. Okay, let's go Romeo. Right on Lima. That's Squawk Charlie here. Turn mode C on. this should be a nice flight. Like I said, the scenery at Croatia, it's beautiful. So it's something for us to look forward to. And once we are by the terminal there, on Lima, close to the terminal, we'll do our for takeoff checklist. And turn the seatbelts on and everything. This is a little bit different, right? It's not a commercial, well, it could be, but not. We are not flying as a commercial operator flight. So, really, seatbelts. It's we have the luxury of just putting the sign on later on. Even on an executive, if we have some executives on board, they want to be very happy of wearing seatbelts for too long during taxi. So it's a different crowd. Oh yeah, that's the deactivated runway. That it's very strange that ForeFlight still thinks that. That it is an actual active runway. Okay, so there's the terminal. We're going all the way Lima here, close to the end. Turn right on the Gulf. Go around the terminal. Very nice scenery too. Very nice airport. Aerosoft did a great, well, not Aerosoft, but the developer did an amazing job. This airport's usually very cheap. I think I paid 3-4 euros for it. It's usually on sale, so keep an eye. Well worth it. Oh my god. And I needless to say, this is for even for full price, it's worth it, but especially for 4 or 5 euros, it is a steal. I've seen, since I bought it, I've seen on sale for that price for twice already. So I think I got it at the end of the year, last year, during Christmas. Already flown here 2-3 times. Really nice scenery. Really nice. Start getting this going here. Okay, so we're turning right on Golf. So Kilo Hotel in Golf. This is Kilo. Oh yeah, as you can see on the 750. Keep forgetting that 750 has a diagram. Yeah, I don't think there's any traffic here right now. That's hotel. I think we passed. Yes, we did. This will work too. This will lead us to Alpha. Yeah, we were supposed to be on the other one there. So yeah, there's a view of the main terminal. Pretty big terminal. Nice and modern. There's the tower. Okay. So that's Alpha. Up ahead there. This Delta is gonna merge into Alpha, past Bravo here. So yeah, from here on we'll change from Delta to Alpha. Delta will just ends here. Okay, this is the final stretch here. The runway is to our left here. We're gonna do our final checks. Just gonna leave the strobe for the end here. And the timer. So that's all we're gonna have left to do. Steering, no steering should be going to the off position, strobe, and the timer. Oh, there's one small thing that I forgot. So we're gonna slow down here to load the procedures. So departure will be Doben 3 Alpha. There we go. Yep, we don't want to stop. Yeah, that looks about right. It's pretty straightforward. Runway heading to our first waypoint that we turn to left to 224. Runway heading should be 241. Okay. Prague traffic. Learjet 25 Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa lining up runway 24 on Doben 3 Alpha departure, initial climb 5000. Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa, Prague. We don't need to follow that. We want the most amount of runway possible. There's no point on leaving runway behind. No matter how much runway you have, it's never enough. Okay, we're good. Let's start our timer, and that one should activate properly as soon as we are airborne. Yeah, everything looks good. Seatbelts on. Yeah, let's get going. Hold brakes. 100% power. And release brakes. Okay, we're rolling. Airspeed is alive. All the gauges are good, are green. V1. Rotate. Gear up. Bring power back right away. Trim it. Prague traffic, Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa Learjet 25 airborne runway 24 na Doben 3 Alpha departure. Right now climbing from out of 3,400 to 5,000. Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa, Prague. There you go. We're gonna turn step trim right away and yaw damper. So let's pretend that ATC will give us higher once we're past our first waypoint there. We're not gonna fly the whole seed at 5,000. Okay, an eventful takeoff. We passed 100 feet, 100 and 120 feet. We blew our 5,000, but it's not a big deal. Actually, since everything is stable here, and we might as well enjoy the view for a few seconds. I'm very hurry about taking my eyes out of the panel here, because things happen real quick with this plane. So we're gonna be climbing until we pass flight level 100. We're gonna be climbing at 250. Then past that, we're gonna climb at 300 until we reach flight level 250, and past that, we're gonna be climbing at Mach 0.7. All 90% RPM. So we're gonna adjust our vertical speed to maintain those speeds. Okay, so yeah, once we are past the first waypoint, we're gonna continue climbing. Okay, so let's set flight level 350. Increase our power. remember, if you want to climb, attitude first, power after. And we already blew because I was talking. Yeah, this has to be done much faster. Wasn't concentrated enough. There was no ATC, so... But still, we need to respect. If we say that we're gonna do it, we have to do it. Okay, 10,000. Landing lights off. Say close to 4,900 feet per minute should keep us at 250, sorry. There you go. Blue skies ahead. So we have right now Budapest radar, Bratislava radar, and that I'm pretty sure it's Copenhagen. Yes, it is. So we're gonna manage power and vertical speed. I want to try to follow the procedures as climbing the power settings and everything as much as possible. I want to double check the numbers that I've been calculating using the tables and performance tables and everything. I want to see how close to the actual simulation we're getting here in terms of fuel burn and times and everything. So this time I took my time doing the flight planning, especially on the performance numbers. So I want to follow the proper procedure for climb to see if we burn the right, just to make sure on the final once we land we check our fuel on board. I want to see how off we are from the, so we have an idea of a range on this plane, on the actual simulator plane, right? We cannot, I'm using a real performance numbers, but that doesn't mean that the simulator will do the same. So I want to have an idea how off the simulator, for better or worse, how much off it is from the numbers that I've been calculating using the real performance numbers. But for us to be able to do that, we have to follow the procedures on the POH, on the flight manual. So now we want 300. And we're not gonna get to 45,000. So but yeah, if it were the case, we'll bring it down to max 0.7, which is right there. Now I'd love to know what happened to my speed bug. Oh, there it is. It's back. Remember, the red is knots for knots and the white is for max speeds, which is the outer scale here, the scale that is turning right now. Oh, leave the FO. We don't need to worry about it. Oh, airspace is alert. It would be nice if this would work in I want to be as precise as possible. I know we're going to be going up and down a little bit. It's just that I really want to hit these numbers. It's just for this time. I really want to see how close we are on a calculation, so we have an idea of range. Realistic idea of range for the actual flight simulator plane, and that goes in real life too. The planes they don't perform like the flight manual says. Never. Remember, those are test pilots flying brand new machines when they put all those numbers. So in different conditions, for the atmosphere conditions, sorry. I fixated myself with the traffic there. We should be good. Okay, getting close to. We're gonna have our 1,000 to go. There we go. Our alarm. 1,000 to go. We can now start reducing our speed. And abruptly disengage. Like I said, it's just that I want to keep the times like close to what it has to be as much as possible, like if it was a test pilot, flying to the exact last minute possible and all that. I just want to see on following exactly as close as possible the procedures, what kind of numbers we're gonna have. So it's kind of a odd flight, but okay. So our fuel flow should be 1643. So we're gonna try 800 and something, close to in between 800 and 900. It's impossible to be that precise, unfortunately. But we are level up at 35 and doing yeah, 8. Oh, there you go. The the tooltip tells us how much we're doing. 850, yeah. It is really hard. The 1643 will be impossible for us without a management, without auto thrust. It would be nice if it had wood and wooded at the same time. To be honest, I like that it's a more hands-on approach. That's what I'm used to. So, but in some situations, it would be nice to have some kind of a auto thrust, a FADEX system or something. But it is what it is. So yeah, this is close enough. It's okay. It won't be too much of a. And we're doing Mach 7.3, I would say. And most important is, I want to check here. Oh, sorry, wrong page. What our true airspeed is right now. According to the flight plan, according to your planning, we should be doing a 445. So we are 12 knots off, which is not bad. It is pretty close, and it's really good. So yeah, will be a valid test, because we're doing speeds that are pretty close to what we are supposed to be doing. So and checking here on my nav log, we're supposed to be getting winds coming from the northwest, which we are roughly just right here. There you go. It's just easier for everybody to visualize. So yeah, we are getting now north is up. We're getting winds coming from the northwest, which we are, and roughly 20, 23, 24, depending on the waypoint here, but varying between 20, 24. It's gonna change once we go down our flight here. But yeah, so everything's looking good for us to have a good, accurate performance number at the end once we reach Dubrovnik. So yeah, everything's looking good. We're on our way. Of course, as usual, I think we are going around like if I was doing on purpose. Going around every single ATC online right now. It is amazing. Because now we have Bratislava. Oh yeah, we still have Bratislava and Budapest. And now we just, yeah. If we would have gone a more direct route, we would have been closer to those two control zones. But it is what it is. This is the flight plan that got filed today, by the way. And Eurocontrol passed verification, so it's a good flight plan. It's a valid flight plan for the time that we are flying. And that's what we want to do. I need to set up a better actually I think I did already. It's just that we are actually going through a lot of control, a lot of different airspace. So there you go. We had an estimated time to destinations 1 hour and 3 minutes. We have here our winds. Later on, we're gonna be changing this to vertical speed required, but before we're gonna set our top of descent, time to top of descent. If we need to calculate estimated time of arrival, we just add the 1 hour and 2 to our time right now, or we just mentally add our ETA to the ETE to the ETA. Pretty straightforward. That's why I never leave ETAs on the screen. It's something that I really, it's so easy to calculate that it's just a waste of fields there. So yeah, it's 14:26 Zulu right now, so we just had 1 hour and 2 minutes, 15:28. 27 now. Not that we never need here on a flight simulator. I've never had an instance that I needed to calculate estimated time of arrival, but we do need to calculate in real life for different reasons. For closing flight plans and that kind of stuff. Oh, we just had an FSS going, I'm not too sure what this one is. Euro East, Euro Control East. Okay, it says Warsaw, EPWW, LBWR, LD, LHCC, Ljubljana. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna oh, it might, Ljubljana might, because we're gonna be flying through Slovenia or Slovenia. Yes, this actually is gonna affect us. 35.3. Nice. So now I just need to figure out when is he what's his boundary here. We might even be inside already. Because well, yeah, because we are by München here, Munich, right there. And according to his list, he's going from Poland I know Lima Hotel Charlie Charlie. Where is that? Sounds it's Budapest. Yes, that's what it is. I knew it. I said I've been there before. So Budapest. So he's coming all the way from Poland, Budapest. Warsaw, she said. She say Budapest. Some of this I don't recognize. One I recognize here, like I mentioned, Ljubljana. We're definitely gonna be flying over Slovenia. Yeah, we'll see. I don't want to contact him too early. So, because I have no idea where his boundaries are. They are usually pretty big. So I'm pretty sure we're probably already in his airspace. He just connected, so it's not that we are on wrongdoing here. But I'm gonna wait until he, because some of these airports I'm not too familiar with. I'm not too sure where these are. Some of those that he listed on his coverage here, area of coverage. But definitely Ljubljana, so definitely we'll be talking to him. Oh, and there's which funny enough, I was just looking at Belgrade here. I was just looking at the sale on ORBX because Belgrade is on sale too. And I just recognized the Lima Yankee Bravo ICAO there. Identify it. But yeah, we won't be flying. We're gonna be close, but not at Belgrade. We'll be close, pretty close to the border. But anyways, Ljubljana, like I mentioned, for sure. So we will be contacting the FSS. Oh. So for now, we just have to monitor and make sure that everything looks good here. There's another airspace here. Actually, 2 warnings, we missed one. There's traffic up ahead. What we can do is just check here. Oh, we are out already, all the way out. Doesn't really matter that much. We should be okay. There's the tab is already showing that there's traffic. Should be coming up real quick here. Our maximum range or radio is 24 miles for traffic. There we go. He's 3,000 higher than us. So it shouldn't be an issue. So what I was saying is that it would have been nice if the airspace here on the Garmin could connect and talk to VATSIM and only alert you if there was actually airspace controllers online, so active airspace. That would be pretty cool to get a warning that you were entering an airspace, an actual active airspace. But unfortunately, that will never happen. Yeah, Garmin wouldn't. Garmin probably doesn't even know the VATSIM exists. They don't care about that. This is their trainer is catered to real world pilots doing real world training, and it's a blast that we have Jean-Luc from RXP. Pretty smart guy to work on in a software that can replicate, actually can move get the Garmin trainer to work on Prepared and Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and X-Plane. So we have the joy and the pleasure of having a faithful replica of their Garmin's GNSS GTNs to use on our flight simulators. I'll tell you, at that time, the 430 and 530, Jean-Luc helped me a lot during my IFR training 10 years ago. Yeah, saved a lot of money being able to use the real units on a flight simulator, and especially during IFR training for procedures and whatnot. So yeah. So 138. And we're moving along. Having let's just check times here, just out of curiosity too. So we're 28 minutes in, roughly 28, 29 minutes in. How far are we from Sipal? Oh, this is a long stretch now. Wow. Yeah. I was thinking, so, oh wow, 43 minutes, but it can't be. We're gonna be at the airport in 50 minutes. Yes, it is a long stretch here now. Okay, so let me check the one before. Should have been like around 34 minutes once we crossed Kumon, which is right, we just crossed. So yeah, we are pretty close. Everything's looking good for us to have an idea of how precise, how close to the simulator those numbers, calculating those numbers using the real tables, performance tables and performance numbers. We are. Okay, still all three centers online. Bratislava still, Budapest and Eurocontrol East. Once we get close to Ljubljana, because Ljubljana I know for sure that we're gonna be talking to him. We're gonna contact if he doesn't call us before. He's what's his altitude? Probably 245. Yeah, it's usually 245. So his ATC only above flight level 245. So once we go on our descent, once we start going down, he won't guide us for our approach and everything, unfortunately. So which we should actually start looking into. It is 14:37 right now. So let's see what we have for weather information. Okay, so 14:30, so 7 minutes old. Winds 290 at 11. Visibility is good. Few clouds for 1000. Temperature plus 29. Dew point plus 16. QNH 1010. No significant change. Okay. We were planning for runway 29, RNAV, runway 29, and that's what we're gonna have. We're gonna get a nice 11 knots right now. At least right now, the crosswind component is 1 knot crosswind, 11 knots headwind for runway 29. So pretty good. We have no significant change, so we're gonna take that as our procedure. So arrival will be near. Let me check the flight plan here again. Near 1 Yankee. There we go. For runway 29. So we are gonna load this. Oh, wrong one. Near 1 Yankee. Just double checking. Yeah. For runway 29. So we're loading this. And and our arrival approach will be RNAV 29, which we don't have here. So now it's gonna be visual 29. Yeah, the weather is good, so we'll do visual 29. Yeah. Threshold 50 and glide path 30. Okay. I haven't done a visual on this GTN yet, so I want to see what kind of guidance he's gonna give us. This is gonna be actually nice to see. It is gonna be nice to see what kind of guidance we're gonna have doing a visual approach with the GTN. So this is our star. And we're gonna do a visual. So we're just gonna continue on downwind here and then turn base and final for runway 29. Yeah, this is gonna be actually interesting. I'm actually curious now to see what kind of guidance this GPS can give us on a visual approach. Wonder if it's gonna give us a profile, view or something. I've never done a visual on this unit, so it would be nice to see. Okay, so I should change here on not that it matters on sim brief on ForeFlight or approach. Doesn't matter. And it's left, I'm checking on ForeFlight here, getting some information, because we're going to be doing a visual approach. Left traffic is the default. For runway 29. Okay, so you got our approach, everything ready there. We're getting close to, we should be getting close to, I'm gonna zoom in pretty soon, but we should be getting close to Slovenia. To me, this looks like it here. So yeah, so we're gonna contact him
Question from this side, the CP-DLC available?
No, well, you've just reminded me that I could turn it on. Stand by.
Yeah, roger.
Euro Control East, good afternoon, Learjet 25 Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa. We are southeast bound. We're just about to enter Ljubljana airspace, en route to Dubrovnik, Croatia. Flight level 350.
Golf Kilo X-Ray, correction, Golf Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa, your control, hello, identifying flight level 350.
Thank you so much, Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa. There we go. It's a big area that he's controlling, so it's always nice to give, like, try to give the best, most detailed description of where you are and where you're going, so he can find you right away. Right? We didn't get handed over to him, so it's not that he was following us and expecting us and knowing roughly what area we're going to be entering his airspace. It is a huge, FSS is just a huge area that these guys have to cover, and they have a lot of traffic. So that's why I take a little bit of more time, and I give a little bit more details of where we are, where we're going, and direction, and just so he can right away, okay, yeah, I know where you are, and it's easy to find us. We're burning now a little bit, the fuel flow changed a little bit. I'm not gonna touch. It's gonna be, it's really hard to be precise, and we're still good. It's close to now 1800 instead of 1650, so 150 pounds per hour. we burned that in a taxi, halfway, not even the whole taxi, earlier today. So really, no, that's not the point here. We wanna have, right? Just not worth it to mess with the balance here. Everything is going well. We can just our curiosity again, since the winds we changed direction quite a lot, and we are much way down the flight than we were at the first time that we checked. So pressures, everything changed. Let's take a look of our true airspeed. Yeah, getting much closer to what we calculated. 445 we had it. It's 442 now. So yeah, for VNAV, since we are on the utilities page, we want NERA 5000. It's 9 figures. He knows since we loaded an arrival procedure, he knows of all the constraints. So yeah, that looks good. I'm looking at the plate right now. Yeah, 5000 by NERA, and then 4000 down the line there, and 4000 will be our final altitude at the end of the star on the initial approach fix, which would have been the initial approach fix on the RNAV runway 20 that unfortunately we don't have in our unit here. So we're gonna be doing the visual, but it's gonna be 4000. Now, one thing that I wanna take a look here is airport elevations 527. So we will be the 1500. So from 4000 we'll go down. We're gonna be over the ocean anyways, so it's not too much of a big deal. And we're gonna be visual. Hopefully we'll have visual. We're gonna have the airport environment in sight, or on site. So we're just gonna be able to navigate and go down as we pleased. We won't enjoy the circuit. We're just gonna do our own visual transition from IFR to visual and do our own thing. Unless there's traffic there. There's some GA traffic doing circuits, or which I don't think we'll see there. But if there's anyone there, then we'll coordinate. But if not, we're just gonna do our own thing. We're still gonna call on the radio, but not worry too much about VFR circuits.
Yoke, good afternoon. Zulu 2043 with you, flight level 350 inbound Tegri.
2043, you're control, hello, identified.
So 24 minutes roughly to our top of descent. We're getting close. We're getting close to, and yeah, the winds are quite strong here, 50 knots.
Euro control allow L332 with your flight level 370.
Hello, 332, you're control, hello, identified, flight level 370.
And Euro control from L332. Euro control from L332.
Hello, 332, pass your message.
Can we go for about 10 to 15 minutes?
No, 332, not a problem, just let me know when you're back.
Roger, we will report L332.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good for 150 knots ground speed. me see what kind of procedures we have here. Yeah, for 2.9 it's just visual. What are we supposed to have? Let me check the up-to-date plates here. For 2.9, RNAV and VOR alpha, circling, 229, and visual.
Jet travel 746, correction, Sun Express 244, contact Athens 129 at decimal 8. Bye-bye. Sun Express 244, contact Athens 129 at decimal 8.
Oh, sorry about that. 129 decimal 8 for some 244. Sun Express 244.
Okay, I'm just looking at the plates for there's a plate for published for visual approach here. So what we're gonna do is, this doesn't matter. We wanna have 105.4. Can't even transfer now. And 414 on the NDB. Oh, I hate this. Ah. Okay. Yeah, it's very early to check 105.4. We're probably getting another 105.4 somewhere. Oh. Oh, I'm actually surprised that the NDB is also 414. I thought it was I thought it was the VOR, but no, it was the NDB. Anyways, we have the ADF on nav 2 and VOR on nav 1. So for the visual, once we hit the initial approach fix, which it is the initial approach fix on the RNAV runway 29, which is the end of our star, we're gonna fly heading 085 visually. This is all visual now. 085. If you don't have visual, we are not allowed to do it. Max 185 knots. This is gonna be hard. No, we won't. We just keep spoilers if we need deployed. I personally don't like to use spoilers when we're low, but especially on approach.
Euro Control, good day. This is Tomjet 4 Mike Charlie towards Babag, flight level 370.
Tomjet 4 Mike Charlie, Euro Control, hello, identifying flight level 370.
So a lot of mountains.
Tomjet,
you guys will see. That's why it makes for a very nice approach. We're gonna have the ocean on one side and the mountains on another side. On the other side.
Condor 6 Echo Foxtrot, Euro Control, hello, Squawk 0240.
Skip 240 for Condor 6 Echo Fox.
So,
Euro Control, good afternoon, KLM 1613 inbound takeaway at level 370.
KLM 1613, Euro Control, hello, identified. Enter 75 Bravo, Papa, contact Athens 129 at decimal 8.
Contact Athens 129 at decimal 8, enter 75 Bravo Papa. Thank you very much for the service, bye.
Okay, let's see if we can talk now. So on the plate here, I was looking at the notes. Visual approach track to runway 29 to be used by means of visual reference only. So exactly what I was saying before. Even though they have published headings and speed, doesn't mean that you cannot fly if you don't have visual. This is just reference.
Eurocontrol, Condor 6 Hotel Whiskey. Unfortunately, I will have to go offline for now. Thanks for your service and maybe see you later. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye.
Anyways, so we're gonna be flying on a heading of 085, but visual, and maintaining 185 knots max. At that will be a 234 radio from Dubrovnik VOR. That's all where Olego, which is our initial approach fix on the RNAV, which is the end of our star. Let's forget about the RNAV. Is so this sitting at a radio of 234, radio Dubrovnik VOR. So we're gonna be flying this heading of 085. Once we hit the radio 161 on the VOR, we are gonna start our turn. So we're gonna, which is 4.2 DME from the VOR. We're gonna start our turn, intercept the Gruda NDB, which is 414, and we have on nav 2. That will be our guidance to our final for runway 29. So it's going to be a nice approach. And for the go around, for a visual go around, we proceed straight ahead to DME 5.0. And then we follow the radio 295, climbing to 5,000. So 5,000 feet will be, and then there's the whole published hole. 5,000 feet will be our missed approach altitude. So hopefully the weather will be good once we get there. I'm sure will be. The TAF is showing like everything looks good. It's just the winds are gonna get much stronger. There's reports of gusting at 35 knots later on. So, but for ceiling, for clouds, it looks good. So I don't think we're gonna have any issues.
Yoke, Throttle, beginning cockpit.
Hello, 332, thank you.
So yeah, so you just have to remember, you want to set 234 on a Dubrovnik VOR, and then 161 for radios.
Eurocontrol East, hello, Ukrainian International -713, climb to level 350.
Ukraine International 9713, Eurocontrol, hello, continuous cleared.
Roger, continue, Ukrainian International 9713.
So once we get close to Olego, we're gonna disengage the GPS and go to VLOC, the CDI, so we can freely turn our course, and we can track the two radios, the 234 and the 161. We want to have the plane set it up and everything nice for our approach. There won't be any MDA or decision height here, but what we can do is, just as a reminder, we can put 100 above. So it's 527, 630, 650. Yeah, halfway, that looks good. Like I said, we won't be using. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have good visual. But It's nice to have set it up in case around in the vicinity of the airport the ceilings are low because of the high terrain around. Just to the east of the airport there's a 4,065 feet mountain. It's a range of mountains and everything, so anyways, we're almost there. What we can do now is, even though we have a warning, we can set our time to top of descent, so we can get organize ourselves and get ready a few minutes before top of descent. And ATC might even give us a clearance before our actual top of descent. So we were not gonna wait until we were we're very close. We're gonna do our preparation descent check, go for our descent checklist and preparations a little bit early, just in case if he requests us to descent. We will be ready to. Yeah, I'm very looking forward to this approach and this landing.
KLM 428 Bravo, request flight heading 330 to avoid weather.
Oh, there's weather somewhere.
KLM 428 Bravo, that's quite a sharp turn. Would a left turn work for you?
No, that's the weather. Is it possible to the right?
Confirm request for heading 330.
Affirmative, 330.
Heading 428 Bravo, turn left heading 3, correction right turn heading 330 degrees.
Right heading 330 for KLM 428 Bravo.
Euro Control, good day, Gen 9 Echo.
Gen 9 Echo, Euro Control, hello, identifying.
Euro Control, good afternoon, München Air Cargo 9015, level 370 to Babbitt.
München Air Cargo 9015, Euro Control, hello, identify.
Okay, we got, that's probably our viewer now. Yeah, that's our viewer. All we can do is set 105.4 here too. Okay, and we're still waiting on the NDB. Both for that matter, yeah. Okay, 7 minutes to go. Just appreciate the view one last time until before things get busy here.
Kilo 428 Bravo, report clear of weather.
KLM 428 Bravo, yes, we can fly direct to Abuli if possible.
KLM 428 Bravo, I can't give you that at the moment because that's outside of my airspace, but route direct Karil.
Direct Karil for KLM 428 Bravo.
Eurocontrol, good afternoon, Malef 185, flight level 26, climbing 310 inbound Tegri. Malef 185, Eurocontrol, hello, identified.
There's our ForeFlight letting us know the ATIS for Dubrovnik. Won't be applicable to us on this flight, unfortunately. Unless things change. Okay, let's get ready here. It's 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes to go. We're gonna manage stab heat. We're gonna turn it off once we get a little bit lower. We have set, we're gonna be going down to 4,000 feet. So we have to remember to set this to 4,000 feet. We cannot set it now or else it's gonna start descending. Unless we turn altitude off, but then of course it's just not worth it. Most important thing is for us right now to set the new altitude, which we're gonna set to sea level. That will be close enough.
This Korean 496, roger.
And once we start descending, we're gonna have all the other taxi lights and everything else. But the most important thing is make sure that everything looks good. Check the fuel. So you have 500 on the right wing and 500 on the left wing. Fuselage is still full and nothing on the tip tanks. That means 2300. Yeah, we're good. We still have 2500. So we haven't burned. We still have another 25 and we only burnt 24 right now. As till now. We can check if you want on the utilities, the fuel planning, but really there's no point. We could see how much fuel we need required to reach the runway and how much we're gonna, but yeah, we know we have lots of fuel. Yeah, still showing that we're gonna have roughly 1800 once we reach the airport. That will give us a 1 hour reserve.
Euro Radar, good afternoon. TBM Hotel Bravo Echo Lima Sierra is with you. Flight level 280, inbound tip up.
Hotel Bravo Echo Lima Sierra, Euro Control, hello, squawk 0246.
Squawk 0246, Hotel Bravo Echo Lima Sierra.
Channel Yankee Foxtrot, contact Budapest 120.
So the opposite of climbing, where we want attitude first and power. Now we want power first and then attitude on the descent. So we're going to reduce power first and then set up our attitude.
Good afternoon, your control Ryanair 64.
Vertical track.
Ryanair 64, Euro Control, hello, squawk 0232.
0232, Ryanair 64.
Euro Control, Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa request descent.
Kilo X-Ray Papa descent flight level 240.
Descent flight level 240, Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa, thank you.
Ryanair 64 identified flying flight level 310.
Ryanair 64, we'll go up to flight level 310.
Okay, oh. Touch the wheel mouse. Just want to make sure that we're going to keep a decent speed here.
Agent 9 Echo requesting to leave the cockpit for around 5 minutes, please.
Agent 9 Echo, you be leaving my space in that time, so you can continue with Unicom now, 122, that's in my way, bye-bye.
Roger, we'll continue on Unicom. Agent 9 Echo, thanks, bye-bye.
Yeah, that looks good. Roughly 2,500 feet per minute. We want 2340 to be at 4,000 feet by our the end of our RNAV.
350
Oh, the end of our star. Olego is the waypoint.
Ryanair 64, thanks.
Budapest Control KLM 163, are we still in your airspace?
AFib, I've not told you to go to Unicom.
Euro Control Ryanair 7 November Juliet, good afternoon, with you passing flight level 330.
Ryanair 7 November Juliet, Euro Control, hello, stop your, actually no, disregard, continue calling flight level 350.
Continue to level 350, Ryanair 7 November Juliet.
Ryanair 6-4, climb flight level 330 initially.
Okay, we'll stop at flight level 330 for now, Ryanair 6-4.
Speedbird 108, contact Budapest 120.375, bye-bye. Speedbird 108, contact Budapest 120.375.
120.375, Speedbird 108, thank you, bye-bye.
KLM 428 Bravo, contact Budapest 120.375.
120.375, okay, then 428 Bravo. Thank you, bye-bye.
München Air Cargo 9015, request left heading 110 due to weather.
München Air 9015, left heading 110 degrees.
110 to here's a proof to München Air Cargo 9015.
Would that be nice to if I would have wrote down how much fuel we had on our top of descent to see how much we're gonna burn on the descent, but that's okay. Gonna round it up to roughly 2,500 pounds. Zero will be our next heading, our next track.
KLM 1603, requesting heading 120 to avoid that.
Yeah, that's a nice view.
KLM 1613, turn left heading 120 degrees, advise and clear of weather.
1,000 to go, hopefully we'll
left
get
heading
something
120 and still for KLM 163.
München Air Cargo 9015, advise when clear of weather. München Air Cargo 9015, advise when clear of weather.
Reporting when clear of weather, München Air Cargo 9015.
Ryanair 64 is leveling off level 330.
Ryanair 64 HF, and climbing about 10 miles.
Oh, I believe we are out of his airspace now because we are 240 and he's 245 and above.
Ryanair 64, climb flight level 350.
It's level 350, Ryanair 64, thank you.
And Aero Control Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa now at flight level 240. I believe I'm out of your airspace now. Is that correct?
Golf X-Ray Papa negative, you are inside of it. Sorry, brain melted. A-firm, you can descend on Unicom 122A. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your help and your service. Please enjoy your afternoon. Bye-bye. Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa.
You too, good afternoon. See you next time.
There we go. Dubrovnik traffic. Good afternoon, Learjet 25 Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa inbound for landing. We are 78 miles northwest of the field. Inbound for landing, leaving flight level 228 to 4,000 feet. We're going to be flying the NERA 1 Yankee arrival for the visual runway 29. Any traffic inbound Dubrovnik, please advise Kilo Echo X-Ray Papa. Thank you. There we go. Okay, 20,000. Let's set his lights on, seatbelts. Set everything. I don't want to leave anything for later. There I have a speed bugs. Everything looks good. Everything else looks good. We only have the yaw damper still on. We're gonna turn it off soon. Yeah, that's nice. That's pretty nice. Okay, so there's an overview of our arrival. The airport should be in the mountains there, somewhere around there. So we're just gonna fly over the the ocean here a little bit. Or the sea, I should say. And we should be getting there soon. Oh, we're going too fast. Got distracted here. Yeah, let's slow down a little bit here. Okay, stab and wing heat is going off, 17,000. I don't think we need it anymore. We'll keep an eye, but I think we should be good. Everything else looks good. We have our seatbelts already on. You can turn your damper off right now. Yeah, really nice. I wish we had a yaw damper annunciator here, a light on a panel. Let's see if we can get rid of the spoilers there. We are getting close to 12,000, so we're gonna be able to reduce a little bit more. Yeah, let's wait until the... I was going to reduce now, because 1,000 to go, but I don't want the alarm horn sounding here. That one. Oh, there's traffic here. Yeah, I just saw something on TCAS. There we go. Below 12. Bring the speed down. Low fuel warning. So transfer from the fuselage tank. That will give us another 1300. Let's try to get close to 70% as possible. Maximum 250 knots once you reach this waypoint. So you're gonna keep an eye on that too. And then the next speed will be 230. Sorry, we don't have much time to appreciate the view. Really have to keep an eye on everything now. So 230 knots on this point here. When we turn on our downwind, we're gonna call this the downwind. For now we can maintain 250. And this is mandatory 4,000 feet. So you have the bar above and below the 4,000 feet. Which we're gonna make. We're still going 1900 feet per minute. We need 1820. So we should be good. And we won't have any problems with our visual approach. Visibility is pretty good. There you go. 1,000 to go. And 230 knots now. There's our ident on the NDB. Okay. So yeah, 230 knots. Best thing to do here is to have flaps 8 degrees right away. This is gonna help us maintain low speeds instead of using spoilers. And we're gonna disengage the CDI. We're gonna turn a V-lock mode on once we turn on this downwind. That's where we're gonna call downwind. And we go visual, whatever the airport may be there. I'm not too sure. To whatever the airport is. Okay, well, we're maintaining good speed, so we're gonna keep it. Let's try to keep close to 200, so we're not too fast and not too slow. Still under. Have enough speed to deploy our flaps. Okay, so last check. Everything is looking good. Okay, pressure, pressurization, everything looks good. And nothing here on the initiator, so we're good. Yeah, that looks like the airport to me. There's some buildings there. We'll see. Really nice. It's probably gorgeous in real life. Okay. We are 114. Let's turn this to heading mode. CDI. So we want 234 and 161. So at 234 we're gonna go on a heading of 085. Oh yeah, that's definitely the airport. Okay, look at that hump there. Ha. Okay, so it's moving. Once we hit 234, the radio 234, we're gonna turn the heading at 085, maximum 185 knots. So, oh, wrong button. Flaps 8. Hopefully this is flaps 8. No, it's not. Yeah, I keep forgetting that extension is there you go, 085. Yes, it is. It is amazing. Okay, so 085 now to radio 161. So once we hit 161, we're gonna turn and track the NDB for our final. That's gonna be our guidance for our final. We are visual, but we can use the navigation, radio navigation aids to help us out. But we are still we need to be visual. We cannot do this if we're not on visual. Give a little bit of power, maybe 5% more. And let's try to approach at 140 knots. Okay, so the radio is 161. Yeah, we have it set. So as soon as we hit 161, we're gonna turn left towards the NDB and the runway. So the runway is, the heading on the runway is 294. Oh yeah, there's a visual here. Yeah, doesn't do nothing. I don't even know why they have this. The visual doesn't. I thought you were gonna show us something and at least show us this line on the visual that we have on the visual on the plate. But no. Yeah, that's the airport. I hope we make it. We should start our descent too. Yeah, that's the thing. There's this hump here. I don't even see this on a chart. That's why I'm a little bit worried about going down. So left 294, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go visual right away too. So what we're gonna do is flaps. Bring this down, gear down. We are high. This is just the alarm because the gear is not down all the way yet. Oh, he has the points. I didn't see it. Yeah, he just doesn't have the line. Yeah, there's gonna be a steep descent here. Oh no, we're good. Thought it was.
Sink rate.
Yeah, sit.
Pull sink rate.
I knew he was
Sink
going to
rate.
complain.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Very good. Dubrovnik, traffic Kilo Echo X-ray Papa Learjet 25, final visual runway 29, Kilo Echo X-ray Papa Dubrovnik. There you go, 140. We're all good to go.
$500.
Reversers. Flaps up. So the flaps up goes on stages, but flaps down goes all the way down. I keep forgetting that I need to change that. So I need to use the mouse to actually bring the flaps down. Dubrovnik, traffic Kilo Echo X-ray Papa, clear runway 29 at Delta. Kilo Echo X-ray Papa, Dubrovnik. Okay, so we're gonna be taxiing too. Let me figure out here. I'm pretty sure it's to our left there. Yes. And Dubrovnik, traffic Kilo Echo X-ray Papa Learjet 25. We're gonna be taxiing to the GA apron via Delta Golf. Kilo Echo X-ray Papa Dubrovnik. Okay, so it's these two small buildings here. Let's zoom in. See, airport administration. Yeah, this is where we want to go. Oh, that was a nice flight. Got all the big guys. Okay, let's get rid of stuff that we don't need. There we go. There's a general aviation there. A couple of Cessnas. So there's 321. That's still the terminal. Once we are past the one, then there's gonna be two exits here to our right, both for GA. Yeah, so the next one. We're gonna turn on the next one right away. Yeah, that was a really nice flight. That was the first visual with this plane too. Actually, no, it wasn't, but it was the first time here. So that hump there kind of got me. That's why we were high. I kind of got a little bit worried about that hump. And I was looking at the plate, and the plate didn't say anything about that hump. So ended up a little bit high, but now we know for next time. Oh, I don't want to park in front of this thing. I want us to be able to just I'm pretty sure that ball is the mark for the, yeah, it is. Oh, we were gonna be a little bit off on this one. We'll total it back. Okay. Hydraulic pressure is good. So parking brake. I'm gonna mark it down. Okay, we can come out of Charlie there. And we can disconnect from VATSIM too. There's no point on staying here. Just give me 1 second. Okay, we're out. Just so we don't take bandwidth there from VATSIM while we okay. Anything else that needs to be turned off? No. Oh, this can stay on manual. There's the fan. Open the door. Okay, there you go. We have the door opened. Turn this back on. And we're good. So there we are. Yeah, a little bit off. That's okay. Dubrovnik Airport, Croatia. Very nice destination. I really enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed too. The flight. I'm gonna go through the numbers later on, and well, right after the end of the flight here, and figure out what we what kind of how close we are from the real airplane, at least on the dev version that I have the numbers for. So yeah, so thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking time of your day to watch. I hope you appreciate. I hope you enjoyed. Even if you don't watch the whole flight, it really is not a big deal. I'm happy even if you watch for 5 minutes. It is a pleasure. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a good rest of the day or evening, week or weekend, depending on when you're watching. And I hope to see you next time. Stay safe. And yeah, have fun. Thank you so much. If you have questions, comments, complaints, or anything, just leave a message on the comment section on the video, and I'll be more than happy to read and reply. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.